Yo, what's up guys? Rackals here. Happy 2026 everybody. And you know what they say? New year, new me. So I've decided to change things up by adding a mustache to my Minecraft skin. Unfortunately, you can't actually tell because it's black and the rest of my skin is black too in Minecraft. But it's not my fault. I can't control the color that my hair grows. And dyeing your hair is one thing, but I feel like it's kind of weird to dye a mustache unless you're Markiplier or something and then you can just make it pink. But I'm not Markiplier, I'm Rackals. And while yes, I do wake up every morning and wish that I could become Markiplier, he probably also wakes up every morning and wishes that he was Rackals. Well, guess what, Markiplier? I'm already Rackals and there can only be one. For the most part anyways, I guess there actually have been some clones over the years. There's some random verified Japanese dude on Twitter who's also named Rackals, but don't get it twisted. You know I'm the real Rackals because my handle is @RackalsOfficial. There's also some people on YouTube who have Rackals related names. Since I started becoming more active on YouTube last year with the live streaming, some people changed their names to stuff like Rackals brother or Rackals little cousin, stuff like that, which is honestly pretty funny. Cool to see the Rackals empire expanding, though I'm not actually directly affiliated with any of those people, to be clear. If any of them beat you up in the street and steal all of your money, it is not my fault. I hold no liability for that whatsoever. There's also been quite a few Rackals Minecraft accounts over the years. There actually was one Rackals before I became Rackals, and I actually stole Rackals from that Rackals to become Rackals. But the Rackals who became Rackals after this Rackals, i.e. me, there's been quite a few of them. There's been Rackals underscore and underscore Rackals, both of whom were leaderboard players, which means I've been on the regular Quakecraft leaderboard a total of 3 times. In fact, Rackals underscore was on it before I even was, so I got to make like a funny fake tweet about it a few years ago, which a lot of people did not notice that it was just a joke. So anyways, I guess shoutouts to all the Rackals. I do find it pretty funny, although not as much when you actually just try to directly impersonate me, which has also happened. Please don't do that. We do not need any imposters among us. Anyways, I would say we're getting a little off track, but honestly, I don't think there is much of a track to begin with. Some people would say to take the track less followed, but a guy like me just makes his own track. What can I say? And I will be continuing to do my thing and strut my stuff into 2026 as well. But I should say Happy New Year, and thank you guys so much for the support throughout 2025. Statistically speaking, it was my best year on YouTube, so I am mentally giving you guys a big thumbs up because I can't really do it in game right now. So if you really want to, you can close your eyes and imagine my thumb or my toe if you're more into that. But yeah, I got the most views and subscribers in a single year that I've ever gotten. I didn't upload as many videos as I would have wanted to, but I did stream a lot, and I have a lot of ideas for videos. It's just kind of a matter of time and passion to getting to them. Every once in a while I see a big debate over whether content creation is difficult or not, and I'm not going to join that debate, but I will say it's at least very time consuming. I'm on winter break right now as I'm recording this, but it's only a matter of days before I'm back to being a full-time university student again with a casual position that I try to work at least once a week. So it's like, yeah, I could upload consistently. It would just have to be the only thing I'm doing with my spare time. And sometimes that is what I want to be doing with my spare time, like it is right now, making these videos. But other times I just want to do other things. And then that's when I disappear for like half a year. I don't usually talk about my personal life too much in videos. That's more of kind of a stream thing for me. But 2025 was also mostly a very good year. It definitely had a rough start, but for those who aren't aware, I actually switched my major in university. Previously, I was doing computer science, but I didn't like it, so now I'm doing health information science, and I do like it. And I think that's pretty important. It's also keeping me surprisingly a lot busier than computer science ever did, but it's busy in like a good and rewarding way, you know? Sometimes I don't mind being busy if it's the right things that I'm busy with. And so I genuinely hope your guys' years was pretty good as well. And if not, let's make 2026 an even better one. Not that I have any particular plans to do that, so that part's actually on you. You're just gonna have to make your own 2026 better, although I will make some content, so if that makes you happy, then yay. But I got no particular plans for it either. I mean, my New Year's resolution was 1080 by 720. Hey! It's also less than a month until we get Hytale, which is crazy because I was there when that trailer released. I'll probably make a video or a stream on Hytale when it comes out. And the Hypixel server also had lots of updates, as per usual, mostly for Skyblock, which I do understand why. I think that it's kind of important, and you could argue that Skyblock doesn't get enough updates, honestly. But it also does kind of feel like an entire other world when Skyblock players are like, oh my goodness, we haven't had an update for 2 weeks. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, half the minigames on the network are just sitting there rotting away, no updates in literal years. Honestly, I did consider making like a whole rant video about everything that I take issue with on the server right now, but I just don't like to complain. It feels bad to complain. I'd feel bad watching it back and editing, and then even if I posted it, the people who also watched it would feel bad. So like, why would I do do that. But a tiny part of me still wants to complain. Is that bad? I know I didn't have any resolutions, but I feel like I'm breaking resolutions already really early into the year by wanting to complain about something. So I think what I gotta do is balance the good and the bad. So good thing is I have not seen as many blatant hackers this year in Hypixel. Stuff like bee-hoppers and people straight up flying. They're still out there, but not to the degree that they were a few years ago. Bad side is that almost everybody who regularly plays the games are using some sort of quote-unquote ghost client. And I'm using quote-unquote because honestly they're still blatant, but like just blatant enough that you couldn't really technically say it's without shadow of a doubt. There was like a blinking epidemic, man. People were blinking in every single game imaginable, which if you don't know is like enabling fake lag so that you can like freeze your body in one place then teleport onto somebody the next frame. You can use it to win a lot of PvP encounters or break beds super easily. But beyond that, I think the most disappointing part of that to me was how many people were using it in every other non-competitive game. Like it was a serious problem in Murder Mystery, and that's not a competitive game. At least in my eyes, I've always seen that game as, yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't really play it by myself or grind it. It's specifically something I go to just mess around with friends. Okay, next good thing. I think that the general direction of the Hypixel updates for the past couple years, like the ideas and the content that they're bringing in these updates has generally been really good. And like, yes, you could cherry pick a few that weren't, but still. My complaint is that the execution just always sucks. It's like, at this point, you just have to expect that they will be delayed and in an incredibly broken state. And it will take them ages to fix that incredibly broken state because they just move on and go start working on different things. But that's it. I'm out. No more complaining for the rest of the year. Okay, maybe not for the rest of the year, but at least for the rest of this video.